People don't ignore you because they're blind. They ignore you because you give them nothing they fear losing. Read that again. In this world, the loudest people talk the most. But the most powerful people don't need to talk at all. Their presence shifts the energy in the room. Their silence hits harder than another man's shouting. Their discipline is louder than another man's excuses. If you want that kind of energy, if you want the kind of presence people respect instantly, then these are the 10 Stoic secrets that turn you from just another guy into a man people cannot overlook. And number 10 will explain why 99% of men never reach this level. Let's begin. 1. Silence is a strategy, not a weakness. Silence isn't the absence of words. Silence is the presence of control. In a world where everyone is desperate to speak, the man who can stay quiet radiates strength. Stoics mastered this. They understood that speaking too quickly exposes insecurity. But choosing silence forces others to reveal themselves. Silence makes people second-guess their behavior around you. It pulls attention instead of chasing it. It creates mystery, not the fake kind, but the kind that comes from a man who isn't trying to prove anything. When you speak only with intention, people listen. When you stop narrating your life to the world, people wonder. The less you explain yourself, the more powerful you feel. The more powerful you feel, the more people feel it when you walk in. Silence is not emptiness. It is precision. Use it like a blade. 2. Self-control is the ultimate source of respect. A man who can't control his urges, emotions, or impulses becomes a puppet to the world around him. People might not say it directly, but instinctively, they lose respect for him. The Stoics knew this truth. No man is free who is not master of himself. Self-control makes you unpredictable. Not in a chaotic way, but in a disciplined way that makes others adjust themselves around you. When you can stay calm while others panic, stay focused while others drift, stay composed while others react out of emotion, you naturally rise above the crowd. People respect what they cannot sway. Control your reactions, and you'll control the tone of every room you walk into. 3. A man who moves with purpose changes everything. Most people move through life like they're killing time. A Stoic moves like time is the most sacred thing he owns. That's why purpose is powerful. When you walk, talk, plan, and act with direction, people feel it. People trust it. People follow it. You become impossible to ignore. Because you're no longer wandering. You're building. Purpose is what separates the men who wake up and drift from the men who wake up and dominate. And once your life starts moving in a clear direction, people will adjust themselves around your pace. A man with purpose doesn't chase validation. He creates gravity. 4. Consistency is the most underrated superpower. Here's a harsh truth. You don't need to be the strongest, smartest, or most talented man. You only need to be the one who doesn't stop. Consistency builds a reputation. And reputation builds power. People notice the man who shows up, even when he doesn't feel like it. People trust the man who keeps his word, even when no one is watching. People respect the man who puts in the work, day after day, quietly, until the results speak louder than his voice ever could. Consistency transforms you into a force. Not overnight, but inevitably. While others quit when it's inconvenient, you keep going. That's what makes you undeniable. 5. Control what you can, ignore what you can't. Stoics mastered emotional power by focusing on one rule. If it's outside your control, let it go. Most men waste energy trying to control people, opinions, outcomes, situations, reactions. But the moment you shift your attention inward, to your effort, decisions, habits, and responses. You become unstoppable. People feel it when you're unfazed by chaos. People notice when you don't flinch under pressure. People respect the man who isn't moved by noise. Real power is the ability to stay grounded. When the world tries to pull you in every direction, that level of restraint is rare. And rare things attract attention without trying. 6. Never complain. It exposes your weakness. Complaining is emotional leakage. It signals to the world that you lack control. That you believe life happens to you instead of through you. Stoic men refuse to complain. Not because life is perfect, but because they understand what complaining does. It weakens your image. It gives people ammunition. It drains your presence. It tells the world you're not built for pressure. When you stop complaining, you replace noise with action, and excuses with progress. Soon, people stop seeing you as someone who needs help, and start seeing you as someone they can depend on. That shift alone makes you stand out in a world drowning in self-pity. 7. Sacrifice makes you dangerous. A man who wants nothing is unfocused. A man who wants everything is undisciplined. But a man who is willing to sacrifice becomes dangerous. Because sacrifice means commitment. When you sacrifice comfort for growth, people notice. When you sacrifice distractions for discipline, people respect it. When you sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term mastery, people instinctively trust your direction. Sacrifice is what sharpens your edge. It's what separates the men who watch from the men who build. And once you embrace sacrifice, you stop competing with others and start competing with the man you were yesterday. That level of transformation is magnetic. 8. Emotional neutrality is an unbreakable advantage. Most men leak emotions without realizing it. Anger, envy, insecurity, frustration, desperation. But the Stoic man practices neutrality. The ability to stay centered regardless of chaos. This doesn't mean you suppress emotions. It means you manage them. People fear the man they cannot provoke. People trust the man who doesn't crumble under stress. People respect the man who stays calm, even when everything is falling apart. Neutrality gives you clarity under pressure, influence without force, confidence without noise, direction without panic. Emotional neutrality is power, because it makes you stable in a world full of instability. 9. Your boundaries define your value. People don't respect what you allow too easily. Stoics understood this. A man without boundaries becomes everyone's servant. Boundaries aren't walls. They are standards that protect your energy, your focus, your time, and your dignity. When you say no with confidence, your yes becomes more valuable. When you stop tolerating disrespect, your presence becomes sharper. When you protect your time becomes respected. People only value what you value. And when you set strong boundaries, you show the world exactly how to treat you. 10. Build a life that speaks for you. Here is the final truth. The reason most men never become unforgettable. They talk too much about the life they want, and do too little to build it. Stoics believe that your actions shape your aura. Your discipline becomes your identity. Your effort becomes your respect. Your character becomes your influence. The most powerful men don't convince anyone. They become someone. Someone worth noticing. Someone worth respecting. Someone impossible to ignore. Become the man whose life is the loudest thing about him. And your presence will echo long before you enter the room. People don't follow noise. They follow consistency, discipline, purpose, and stability. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be intentional. When you master these Stoic principles, you stop asking for respect, and people start giving it without hesitation.